From now on, that's how you speak, Trump. From now on, that's how you speak.
This will not be my campaign. This will be our campaign all together.
This video is brought to you by Birch Gold. Inflation continues to plague our economy, our families, and our savings. And the irresponsible spending from the left just continues to exacerbate the problem. Do not be over-leveraged in the stock market, and do not let your savings wither away. Hedge inflation with gold from Birch Gold. Listen to this. If you text Brandon to 989898 for an information kit on gold, you will get a free gold bar with any purchase by December the 22nd. But you have to claim your offer by Black Friday. With almost 20 years of experience converting IRAs and 401ks into precious metal IRAs, Birch Gold can help you too. Do not allow the left to devalue your savings. Text Brandon to 989898 and claim your free information kit from Birch Gold, or you can click the link in the description section or in the description box. You can also own physical gold, silver, and a tax-sheltered retirement account, and Birch Gold will help you do that. And when you place an order by December the 22nd, Birch Gold will send you a free gold bar. Can't beat it. Text Brandon to 989898 or click the link in the description section. Secure your future with gold today. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live. I make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to this channel. Like this video. Comment on this video. Share this video. Let's get into this. Donald Trump, I told y'all. Let me say this, because I have evidence at what I'm talking about. I made this analogy on my radio show about the stock market and about Donald Trump's stock and how it went up and how it went down and how it can go back up. I said he started at $2 a share before he ran in 2016. When he ran and won in 2016, it went up to $1,000 a share. By 2020, Donald Trump's stock was up $1,200 a share. After the Fauci ouchie and also the January 6th, his stock market dropped down to $600 a share. And then after he made those comments about Ron DeSantis, it dropped down to $400 a share. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot win a presidency unless you are over $1,000 a share. That is my prediction. That ain't how I feel. That's how I believe that the country is perceiving Donald Trump's performance. I said on my show that Donald Trump has to do certain things in order to win back the American people as a whole. You and I will vote for him, and I don't think it's nothing that will stop us. However, the rest of the country, the perception of Donald Trump has to increase, and it has to be a motivational factor. What did Donald Trump do? Donald Trump showed up and showed out in his announcement. He needed to stay away from 2020, stay away from January 6th, don't stay away from DeSantis, stay away from blaming anybody, take full responsibility, be a leader, talk about the successes, and talk about what you're going to do for the country. Not just you, but what we're going to do for our country. Donald Trump nailed it with his announcement that he's running for president in 2024. Roll the clip.
In order to make America great and glorious again, I am tonight announcing my candidacy for President of the United States. Together, we will be taking on the most corrupt forces and entrenched interests imaginable. Our country is in a horrible state. We're in grave trouble. This is not a task for a politician or a conventional candidate. This is a task for a great movement that embodies the courage, confidence, and the spirit of the American people. This is a movement. This is not for any one individual. This is a job for tens of millions of proud people working together from all across the land and from all walks of life, young and old, black and white, Hispanic and Asian, many of whom we have brought together for the very, very first time. If you look at the numbers, if you look at what's happened with Hispanic, with African American, with Asian, and just look at what's happening. This is a party that has become much bigger, much stronger, much more powerful, can do much more good for our country.
Ladies and gentlemen, so you had a chance to see it. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I should have told you I wasn't going to play the whole thing before I started playing it, because I swear he talked for about 3 hours. Now, let me give my critique on what Donald Trump said. I think he came out the gate, strong speech. What you just heard right there was the beginning of his speech, and he came out and he told the American people what he was going to do. He explained how he was going to do it. He explained what we were up against. He left out all the minutia that creates division and that people will criticize him over. He left it out. He did say one thing that was weird about drug dealers getting a death penalty, but I'll leave that for another video. However, I thought it was too long. He just did rallies leading up to – he's been doing rallies since 2016. He never slowed down. And if you ever been to his rallies, they're literally – he sit there and talk for 3 hours. And nobody on planet Earth has the attention span longer than 40 minutes. I'm just saying. People just don't have the attention span. So I think that overall it was a good speech. I think that Donald Trump should have came in, punched, and walked out. And people would have been so on fire, so inspired. But I feel like he just kept going for about an hour or two, and then it began to dwindle, and people were like, oh, yeah, okay, Trump, oh, man. Because these are things that we've heard 1,000 times from President Donald Trump, and many things we already know that he's going to do or he has already done. But I think this really helped Donald Trump. It really helped him. Do I think that this is enough to win the election in 2024? I do not believe it's enough. Some people ain't going to like me to say that. If you look at what happened in the midterms, we have to do more. We have to do better. We have to unite in a more effective manner. And if Donald Trump can do that, DeSantis, Trump, McConnell, you go down the list. If all of us can unite as a Republican Party, and there's going to have to be a way to get together. Trump is going to have to meet with Mitch McConnell. There's going to have to be some sacrifices that people really don't want to make. If Donald Trump and the rhinos or the establishment Republicans can meet in the middle somewhere so we can come together and defeat these Democrats, we will see one of the greatest landslide victories and greatest successes of our lifetime. I'm telling you right now, people are fed up with what's going on in the country. Do not be dismayed. We won control of the House. We won control. We won like 6-7 seats in California. We won a seat in Central Oregon. These leftist strongholds, we are winning seats. We retained all of our seats in the state of Arizona. I mean, maybe it was 6-7 seats between Arizona and California. But regardless, we are flipping seats, gaining seats, holding seats in California, in Oregon, in Arizona, where Carrie Lake appears to have lost unless we go to a recount, and maybe they'll recount and she'll win. But we are winning across the board because people are sick of it. We just need to get our message right. We just need to find a way to get to the people that are unreachable. If we can get to the unreachable, we unite, we will win. It ain't about none of the machines and none of that stuff. We can overcome that if we come together, vote together, build our base, don't be so isolated and alienated, and show up, show out, and win. Donald Trump specifically said, I'm not going to use the word fake news media tonight. I think that was a great approach. You keep bashing the media, you're going to inflame people to want to talk nothing but dirt about you. And I'm not saying that they're going to change just because he'd be nice to them today. But what I'm saying is that you definitely won't hurt yourself or pit yourself against the media, especially Fox News, who covered this. See, the rest of the channels didn't even cover it. But you want to make sure you build alliances, not build enemies. Donald Trump did a special thing last night. I thought the beginning of his speech was great. The rest of it I didn't even listen to. I struggled to listen to the rest of it. But I think the beginning of his speech was absolutely great. And I got to say this because I was just on Tommy Lahren show. Donald Trump is the leader of the Republican Party. He has my support. I think that's all that needs to be said. People get in DeSantis, this. DeSantis ain't even running. I don't even know why people are talking about this right now. Donald Trump is actually running for president. We need to figure out a way to make him win or help him win. Anyway, I'll see y'all in the next video. Make sure you get this merch, The Officer Taylor Store. The link is in the description section too. I'm out of here.